This is a question for the Prime Minister. There's an unhealthy codependency between government contractors and political parties. On average, Australia's major parties are pocketing $430,000 every single year in donations from the Big Four consultancy firms. In return, Labor and the former coalition government have handed them contracts worth billions, $1.4 billion last year alone. Will the government follow other OECD countries and ban political donations from significant government contractors?
Order. The member for Moreton will cease interjecting. So will the member for Riverina. Prime Minister has the call.
I thank the member for Curtin for her question. I note that there was a lot more money raised for the Curtin campaign than there was for Greenlow. I do make that point, Mr Speaker. I do make that point. I do make that
Order.
point.
The member for Petrie.
And it was a good campaign, and I'm pleased that she's here. I say congratulations. Congratulations.
Order.
I don't know who the Labor candidate was for Curtin, but I don't think they thought they were going to win, Mr Speaker. The fact is that what we have done as a government is to employ more public servants in order to reduce the reliance on contractors.
Exactly right.
That is what we have done. We are addressing these issues because what we understand is that you've got to rebuild the Australian public service. We understand that public service is an honourable profession, and we have given respect so that every single one of my ministers had...
Order. The Prime Minister will pause. Order. I'll hear from the member for Curtin on a point of order.
A point of order on relevance. The question is about banning political donations.
No, the question also include order. The question included a preamble about government contracts. So that is part of the question. So the Prime Minister is able to answer the part of the question, and he's being relevant to the question.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker. And indeed, every single one of my ministers has been down to their department, not just to meet with the secretary and the deputy secretaries and the senior people, but to meet with the people on the front line, whether they be people in Minister Shorten's portfolio in Centrelink, whether they be the people working in Amanda Rishworth's portfolio, whether they be the people in the Department of Environment with the Minister for the Environment, to say thank you, and we honour the work that they do. But what we are doing very clearly, if you look at where we're at, we are seeking to rebuild the public service exactly so we're not as dependent upon contractors as happened over a period of time. Over a period of time, more and more, for things that should be the automatic function of government, getting advice to public servants in an independent way whereby no one can argue that there's any private sector connection or profit motive involved, that you get that advice to government. I believe that will lead to better government. It's something my government is committed to. It's something that we're implementing in practice, and it will make a difference and produce better government in this country.